Buddha teaches about right speech. It's how to practice your Dharma, practice in your daily life. And that's what Dharma teaches us. He taught us how to have right speech. The Dharma teaches that speech is just sound waves, oscillations through space that strike the eardrum. Then they get changed into electrical impulses, and they get interpreted by the eye. But what about hate speech? What about when you see it happening right in front of you? So what is hate speech? Hate speech is speech that offends, threatens, or insults groups based on race, color, religion, national origin, sexual orientation, disability, or other traits. This is the United States of America. Free speech is protected under the First Amendment of the Constitution. And even if it wasn't, you can't legislate away hate speech. You can't legislate what people are thinking and believing and what spews out of their mouth. When it goes too far, if you put the speech on, say, somebody's car, then it's destruction of private property, and that is against the law. If you threaten someone and they believe it, or they're in an opportunity to believe it, that is communicating a threat, and that is also against the law. But there are a lot of words being said right now in this country and all over the world that unfortunately are hate speech, and they are protected by the First Amendment. And there will always be people who speak words that you consider offensive. How you respond to them will define who you are and what you believe in. If you find something offensive, say so. That's freedom of speech also. You don't have to stand there and listen to hate speech. You have the right to walk away. You also have the right to defend another person who is being intimidated, who's being, what were my words, threatened, and who finds it offensive. You have the right to walk up to the person who is saying that speech, that hate speech, and say, your speech is offensive to me. Your speech is offensive to this person here. If you see somebody spewing hate speech at a specific target, you should intervene in a safe manner. I'm not advocating putting yourself in a dangerous situation. You should say to that person, it is inappropriate. If enough people walk up to that person and say, it is inappropriate, eventually that person is going to stop. They're going to feel intimidated themselves. If enough people to do it, the offender loses and has to stop. But you can't force people to change their beliefs. But you can, by your actions, intervene in a wrong situation. You have to take a stand to let the perpetrator know that in a civilized society, a civilized person takes exception to the speech that is meant to hurt, that is meant to offend and meant to insult. But it has to start with you. If you don't intervene when you see it happening, then you're condoning it. You have to let them know that it is unacceptable to you, to your community, to your city, to your county, your state, your country, your world. Recently, we went to what was called a Good Neighbor Conference, addressing hate through advocacy and action. These people took 1 week and said, we need to have a conference. And what I want to address is the people that supported that conference. In just 1 week, these people came together and had this conference. And it was attended by over 300 people. It was the Council of American Islamic Relations, Washington, Center for Justice, Chase Youth Commission, the City of Spokane, DNF Consulting, Dear World Project, Downtown Spokane Partnership, Out Spokane, Inland Northwest Business Alliance, the Kootenai County Task Force on Human Relations, the National Association for Advancement of Colored People, Spokane, One Peace, Many Paths, Restoration Church, Peace and Justice League, Spokane City Council, Spokane City Human Rights Commission, Spokane County Sheriff's Department, Spokane Mayor's Office, Spokane Police Department, Temple Beth Shalom, and the Dream Coalition. All these people got together and had a conference about how to deal with hate in their community. I'm just going to end by, what we did was we signed, if you wanted to, what's called a Good Neighbor Pledge. And I'm going to read this for you. It was adapted from the Spokane Commitment for Racial Equality from 1996. As a community committed to achieving equality and justice for all members, we accept our responsibility to make Spokane a community where all people are welcome, secure, and valued. We value respect, appreciation, collaboration, diversity, and friendship in our relations with each other. Proclaim with words and deeds that ours must be a community where harassment, intimidation, discrimination, and violence are totally unacceptable. Communicate a strong, clear message that all forms of prejudice and hatred will not be tolerated. Challenge all who live in our community and region to act in ways that reflect a commitment to and accountability for social justice, equality in our personal lives, families, neighborhoods, workplaces, schools, clubs, institutions, and places of worship. In 1 week, they put this together. I'm sure that if you reach out to your community, you will be able to find places and organizations that can help you stop the hatred and stop spreading it and make this place a better place to live.